Jeremy Clarkson has also come out and weighed on what he thinks is going to happen to Christian Horner. He says the clever money is saying he'll go to Alpine. He said, but next year they will have Mercedes engines, which means that Christian would have to work with the Silver Arrows boss Toto Wolff. And as those two really don't get on, I can't see that happen. That's quite interesting, because I guess in a way he won't have to work directly with Toto Wolff. But yeah, it is Mercedes. Now Ferrari possibly, but that would mean upping sticks and moving to Italy and dealing with Sir Lewis Hamilton. And there was even some talk we'll get into in a bit that if Christian Horner was to go to work with Lewis Hamilton, would Lewis Hamilton stay at Ferrari? Some suggest not. And he said quite a lot, obviously. And Christian Horner's even compared his sacking to his time at the BBC when he left the BBC, and then he ended up making the Grand Tour with his buddies, so to speak. And Clarkson said, I spent a bit of time with Christian at the British Grand Prix on Sunday, and it was plain he had no inkling at all that the bullet was coming. He said he was with his 11-year-old daughter Olivia, whose mother had just died of eye cancer. That's just absolutely depressing, isn't it? We found out about that. All the best to her. I cannot understand. That's so horrendous. And we mostly talked about that and how the poor little mite was coping. Now, Clarkson then said the clever money is saying he'll go to Alpine, he continued. But next year, they will have Mercedes engines, which means Christian would have to work with the Silver Arrows boss, Toto Wolff. And as those two don't really get along, I can't see that happening. We've just spoken about that. F1 pundits largely agree, though, with this assessment. And even Karun Chandhok has come out and said, I could see him landing at Alpine more than I could see him landing at Ferrari. Why? Well, it's Ferrari, it's Italy. There is a lot of politics there. Even is Vassar going to go, first of all? But if he does, would then Christian want to uproot his whole family and move to Italy? Because that's probably what it would take. And Alpine is probably about as far away from his house as Milton Keynes, the Red Bull factory in Milton Keynes. But with F1 expanding, Clarkson believes there are further opportunities than those at Enstone. So some suggested Cadillac, who knows?